Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Psychic Goddess Erika. So today's pick a card reading is what is their next action? This can be about whoever you're wondering about, whether it's romantic or platonic. As you should know by now if you watch my readings, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, release what doesn't. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, and all the information on that is down below in the description box. So go ahead and take 3 deep breaths. Let your intuition do the picking and select your card while you have the person in mind that you're wondering about. What is their next action? Here is card 1. Over here is card 2, and then over here is card 3. Hello, card 1. Let's go ahead and see what their next action is going to be. And we have the High Priestess. What Spirit is saying is that they're going to take some time to dive into their own truth, to seek out what that truth is. Beneath what things, behind what the curtain, you could say, behind whatever face they try to put on, like they may try to be keeping themselves having a sense of composure or to be appearing a certain way right now, but that's because they also need some time to take a step back and really figure out in depth what they really feel they should do or need to do, what's best for them to do. And to do that, they need to take a step back and take some time to reflect on what their own inner guidance system is showing them. What is their truth about the matter before they make a choice? So in other words, their next action is to take some time to reflect and listen to their own inner voice. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. I do see the 2 of Cups. I do feel like they desire to connect. Like their next action is to connect both to themselves and to you in some way. For some people though, this connection may not be fully what they're hoping for, because sometimes you can have a spiritual connection with someone and the connection just not be ideal due to timing or compatibility or things of that nature, but they do desire to connect, and their next action is to connect and to show some level of appreciation or to be more clear about what's going on with them. And for others of you, this could also be that their desire to connect is for growth. You will intuitively know which direction it's headed for you because of the pattern of what things have been, and because of also what your own inner navigation system is showing you as well. But I do also see their next action is to slow things down, because I see here the 7 of Pentacles. They want to take some time to observe more. They really feel like they need to take a step back and kind of look at things from the outside right now, like from a different perspective and different angle. And their next action is to really do that as well. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. And also part of that, the 2 of Cups energy I'm feeling is them taking some time to reflect on what they have experienced with this connection overall, why they feel bonded to you. I do see talking. So after they have had some time to reflect, I do feel like they are going to take the action to have a conversation. I am seeing that this person does care and have feelings for you, because I see Cupid's arrow. If this is a romantic connection that you're wondering about, and if it's not a romantic connection, then I take this more so as them having love for you, even if it's on a platonic level. But they may also be struggling with understanding why they feel so drawn to you, but at the same time, like triggered is what I'm feeling. Let's get a closeout message. Card 1. Ooh, this flew out. Well, feeling drained is a side message that came out. They may need to also take some time to observe because they have been feeling drained lately. But that was kind of a side message that just flew out. Let's see what else they have to say to you. I do see that their next action is also to take some time to live it up, meaning they want to enjoy themselves, and that may or may not include having you around as consistently, because what I'm getting is that they do want some space to kind of do their own thing, but they want you to also enjoy your life while they are doing things that bring them joy as well. Like I said, I do feel like they really care about you. I see here at the end of the day, though, the closeout message doesn't really necessarily matter what their next action is. At the end of the day, where your life is headed, it's your choice. It's your next choice. So basically, Spirit is saying you need to make a choice for yourself and keep moving forward, focusing on you, focusing inward, not waiting for them to take an action. Some of you it may also be that you need to be the one to initiate that conversation, because they could be observing for quite a while. But either way, what Spirit is saying is you can't control the other person. You have to make a choice for yourself and do what's best for you. So this is what I see, card 1. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Comment below how it's resonating with you. Like this video if you feel called to do so. Subscribe to my channel. If you want to, you could always tip by buying me a coffee for the energy exchange for the reading. That information is down below in the description. And I will talk to you another time. Bye, card 1. Hi, card 2. Let's go ahead and see what their next action is. We have the message of the Knight of Pentacles. What Spirit is showing me is that their next action is to mainly focus on their own personal goals during this time. They are someone who likes to be practical, and they want to be able to make a grounded and well-educated, well-versed decision, you could say, after having taken some time to reflect. So their next action, I feel, is to take some time to figure out how to move forward one way or the other in a place of integrity and honesty. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Card 2, what is their next action? Truth be told. Judgment, yep. That's kind of going off of what I was just saying. Their next action is to do some inner reflection and review everything, look into everything past and present, as well as what their goals are for the future, so that they can make a judgment call, a well-rounded decision after reflecting on everything. And I also see the Page of Wands over here, so it really feels to me like part of that is to not jump too far ahead, but just to take things a step at a time. It feels like there's an action of slowing down. It feels like there's an action more so of them going inward into themselves, more so than making a impulsive decision or acting out. It just feels like they are needing some time to figure out how to move forward. And I also get the feeling that a lot of them are trying to learn how to better honor themselves and honor their word. And they are overall both judging their own actions as well as the situation as a whole in terms of how they want to navigate things moving forward. But let's see what else Spirit has to say for card 2. Their energy is really, they value what they value, is what Spirit is saying. And sometimes that's not always in alignment with your values or what you feel is important. Okay. Yeah, we have here the message of the mirror. That's kind of the energy of what I was picking up on before about them going into self, them reflecting on what's best for them. Really, their next action is going into introspection, and also self-image is standing out to me. So they're trying to understand their own self-image, how they're perceived by others, but also what does it say about how they interact with you or your place in their life that is affecting their self-image, however that's resonating. So I do feel like they are going to, at some point, want to have a conversation or meet up. That's what I'm getting here from Cupid's arrow. Whether this is a platonic relationship or romantic, the energy I'm getting from this is them showing that they do care by wanting to have a conversation or meet up after some time of reflection, but they also do feel like they have to consider their options. They also do feel like they have a strong decision to make, and it doesn't really feel to me, tapping in, that they're ready to fully include you 100% on the path that they're headed on. Because what I'm also seeing here is that it's like they're in a place of riding their own emotions. They've been going through their own ups and downs as well, and they do desire to make some closure with some issues or to heal something about the past. But part of them feels like in order to do so, they have to go on their own journey right now. But let's see what else. Close out message for card 2 in terms of what their next action is. Truth be told. Self-aware. Yeah, they're focusing on themselves. Also with the number 1. Their next action is to focus on themselves and a focus on their career. Remember how in the beginning I was talking about they had a focus on their own personal goals? It looks like their next action is decisions with the number 2, really heavily focused on the changes they're making in their career as well. So that could also be playing into why they are not sure that they can fully include you on this journey next and moving forward. Some of them I also feel are actually considering some high level of importance around travel or relocation too. So that's what I see. Card 2. Comment below how it's resonating with you. Like this video if you want to, and subscribe to my channel. If you choose to, you could always tip by buying me a coffee for the energy exchange of the reading. That information is down below in the description. I'll talk to you another time. Bye, card 2. Hi, those of you who chose card 3, let's go ahead and see what their next action is. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. Definitely giving the energy of considering their options, weighing their decisions, considering their options. And that may take some time. That is showing that they are not fully certain. And I'm also getting like their next action is trying to level out everything they have to do. There's a lot of multitasking or like busyness energy going on, whether that's actual busy schedule or whether that's just busyness in terms of them overcomplicating things a little bit because they have been putting too much of themselves scattered about into different people, different scenarios, circumstances. Does that make sense? So they need some time to figure out, okay, what can I focus on? What do I need to focus on? What's best for me? Trying to figure out what they want to hold on to moving forward and what they need to let go or drop or leave behind. That's what I feel is part of their next action. But let's see what else Spirit has to say. Card 3, truth be told. Yeah, part of their next action is to deal with their anxiety and their fears. It really feels like they're really overwhelmed. It feels like they haven't been sleeping well, so part of them may need to take some time to rest. And I also feel like they're going to be looking for some support too. So whether that's them looking for some support from you or from others, or for trying to reach a certain level of success with their goals or something, or from their family, like however it's resonating, they're looking for some support as well. And I really feel like their next actions is, it feels to me like they're trying to build something, like they're trying to make someone proud. They're trying to be seen. They're trying to reach a certain level of success that they have defined for themselves. But they're also trying to figure out a sense of I'm hearing where their loyalties lie. Like they're trying to figure out where their loyalties lie, because sometimes they tend to drain themselves by taking on too much. And then they realize over time that not everybody is meant to move forward with them into the next steps. And for some of this may be a little bit of your energy, to where you may be the one who keeps trying to hold on. For some of these people, this may be you, to where you may be the person that's trying to hold on to too many people, too many things, and they're just taking from you and draining you. But either way, whether it's you or them, it really feels like their next action is to deal with figuring out what's important to them, because it's just beginning to feel like too much. There's this energy of depletion and them trying to figure out where their loyalties lie, what's important to them, that kind of an energy. But let's see what else Spirit has to say. But I do feel like they want to come across a certain way or leave a certain memory impact of themselves behind. I do see separation, and okay, very interesting. So again, general reading, take what resonates, release what doesn't. This may resonate differently for different people. And again, remember that if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can. But what I'm seeing here is that their next action is to separate from something. Some people, this is related to family. And remember, going back to the message of trying to figure out where their loyalties lie, they may be torn between two different people. The family that they have committed to, and maybe another option that they have been considering. But either way, it's all draining them, taking from them, and it also may be draining you if this is you in that situation. So their next action may be taking some time to weigh the decisions of whether or not they're ready to separate from that commitment. For some of you, the person, this may not be romantic at all. This could be them weighing the decision of, do they want to separate or distance from a business, or separate or distance from a friendship, or just from the connection overall, because weddings can also just symbolize union and commitment, or things that they have at some point agreed to or made a promise to. But it kind of feels like now, again, they're trying to figure out where their loyalties lie. So they may need to separate to take some time to figure that out, because they're unsure of what they want. They're unsure of what they're ready for, and they're unsure of their future. But they are also, again, worried about the impact they leave, or the memory they leave, or the impressions they're leaving, that kind of a thing. And I do see that they're going to take some time to observe, to perceive things from a different perspective. And I feel like for some of them, they're keeping some distance, maybe keeping tabs on something, the progression of something from a distance, keeping tabs, or keeping tabs on you, like online, social media, something like that. But they're going to be observing while they're weighing all of these decisions. They need some space to figure that out. So their next action is to take that space to reflect. Let's go ahead and get a closeout message card 3, truth be told. So this was reversed. I saw the message of feeling drained, but it was upside down. And what I'm getting from this is that it's almost like their exhaustion is almost paralyzing, is what Spirit is saying. Their fear is almost paralyzing, to where they're unable to make movement as far as their next action goes, because their next action is to simply be still. Not even simply, because it feels a little complicated, but their next action is to be still, to figure out what they're going to do. And again, what they're committed to, what they're not, where their loyalties lie, how you fit into it, what impression, what image they want to leave behind. And they also want to get back to a place of trying to figure out how to have some fun in their life again, because that's been lacking. They have been having a lot of sadness, and their next action is to try to deal with the sadness, or to do some grief work, shadow work, and release. Because yeah, they are very much tired. And I do also feel like there's going to be some difficult choices, you know, where one may be, someone involved in this is really trying to explain something, and the other person, I feel, is hearing them but not completely because they're still distracted. It's kind of like, yeah, okay, but it's almost like they're listening to respond or defend themselves and not fully to absorb and understand. And I don't know who needed to hear that, but that just came through as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Comment below how it's resonating with you. Like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to, of course. And if you choose to, you could always tip by buying me a coffee for the energy exchange of the reading. The information where you can go to do that is down below in the description, and I will talk to you another time. Bye, card 3.